What do you do, baby? Oh man, I'm hyped. I'm hyped because I got my girl on the pod. I said this pod will be about equality. We'll have as much man and as much woman athlete interviewed on this pod, and this is the part of the people y'all ask for her. And it's English Wednesday. We usually do the pod in French, but on Wednesdays we do it in English, and I try my best. I stumble all the time. Sometimes I rise up, but at the end of the day I do my best, so bear with me. That girl is badass. She's from the University of Wisconsin. Her name is Sarah Nurse, one of the best players of Team Canada, one of the best players that ever come from Ontario, men or women. And so many great stories. Listening to her, it's like eating a brownie, man. You're like, that's good, just good. So hey, thank you for following us on Instagram at @Sarascription. Let's keep the movement going. Like, our numbers are crazy. When we first started the English Wednesdays, we're like, wow, not even half of the people will listen to this. It's in English. People don't care. Well, nah, people do care, and people want to hear more from athletes in English. So that's why we have this day, and keep sending us suggestions of who you want to hear from. And now I'm gonna shut my mouth, and we will all be blessed by my girl, Sarah Nurse. You see, I stumble and we don't care because we're trying. All right, English Wednesday, and hey, we're doing it big today because, she plays for Team Canada, and she plays for the PWHPA, and she's on TV doing broadcast stuff. But her main thing is, yes, she's my friend, but she's from the University of Wisconsin, Sarah Nurse. How you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How are you today?
You're from the University of Wisconsin. For sure you're great.
I am the University of Wisconsin-Madison, as I hear Emily Clark says all the time.
Yo, it's the best thing on the documentary, Emily Clark saying University of Wisconsin 16 times. But how you been since the beginning of the quarantine?
Pretty good. I feel like this is just becoming a seriously new normal, and I feel like I'm settling into a quarantine routine, I guess.
But I saw you're putting like workout videos and stuff.
Yeah, trying to do that when I can. I definitely don't do it all the time, but I just try to show people a little glimpse of my day.
But because your social media is strong, your social media game is strong.
Thank you.
No, but I saw a video where you took the puck and threw it at milk or something like that.
Yes. We were shooting at milk targets.
Yeah, and
expired milk targets, I may add. I got some backlash over wasting milk, but they were expired. So
no way. People on the internet, when I screwed up with the food in my truck and everything, and it all fell down, people were mad at me because they were like, "Stop filming and pick it up." I'm like, hey, that's $200 of food. I'm gonna make a video of it, and then I'm gonna pick it up.
Yes, people always got to comment on something.
Yeah, and how's the do you miss the girls or your friends, or how's the relationships with your friends going?
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely miss all of the girls, all of my friends, all of my family. We were supposed to be at Worlds that got canceled, and so we've been trying to stay in contact. We actually do this, we called it like our chopped kitchen competition, I guess. And so we had a cooking competition with our world championship team. We get together and do yoga every week together on Zoom. So we've been trying to stay connected, but I definitely miss them. I can't wait till I get to see them.
I will tell you, but I voted for Jen at the cooking competition. You? I did.
Yeah.
My vote don't count, but who won? No, she never told me who won.
So we're in the last round right now. So it's between Lacasse and then Renata Fast.
Oh, and don't the pod is Wednesday, so maybe you can tell me what you pick.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they stir up.
And so this year was a pretty crazy year with all the no league stuff and the PWHPA and you girls going everywhere and showcasing women's hockey. Talk to me a bit about how special that year was. Because for a fan like me, for a guy that's, watching it from afar, I was proud of you girls.
Thank you. Yeah, I think this year was definitely a challenging one and definitely one that was different from what
Mhm.
we've had in the past. But I think it put a lot of things in a perspective for us. And hockey isn't just about a game. I think it's about so much more than that. And I think we've all wanted to really take the game and just leave it in a better place than what we'd inherited it as. I think there's so many great trailblazers like Jaina and Carolyn Ouellette who have given us this like gift of hockey, and we have kind of the duty to do that for the next generation. And I think that's our whole goal and our whole mission with the PWHPA.
The fun thing about the PWHPA for me is going to the games and seeing your girls play. And I remember there
Mm-hmm.
was a game in Montreal, or I think the first time we met, you were with Melo, and then Melo introduced us.
Mm-hmm.
Because you girls were kicking our ass. It was like 6-0. So we had to chirp your bench, okay? But I couldn't chirp you because you my girl. You did like the goat,
Yeah.
so I can't chirp.
Yes.
So I was chirping everybody except you.
No, I remember that game, and I think it was right before Christmas, maybe. It was right before something, and we came in and we are like, this is going to be like a really good game. Like, we had all of our Toronto people. I think the Montreal girls are missing some people, but we're like, it's going to be a really good game. And then we got out to this huge lead. I think it was like 5-0 after the
Yeah.
first period, and we were all in shock. But I remember you because I think I was in the penalty box maybe, or I'm not sure what it was, but I remember you calling down to me. So
Yeah,
I
because
definitely remember you.
because I think you made a good play, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, she made a good play. I gotta tell her.
Yeah, I definitely remember that.
Like, do you girls get? Because I felt bad after, because the first time I met Stacy is because I
Mhm.
chirped her, and then her dad
Yeah.
came to see me.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Do you girls get a lot of chirp in the women's hockey?
Honestly, like, I don't hear a lot of it. I think the reason that I heard yours is because, like, I don't know, like, we were removed from the game at that point. I think we had such a big lead that we weren't super focused and honed in. But I think regularly during games, like, I don't hear anything from the crowd.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I really don't. So, I mean, they could be chirping us from the stands. I have no idea, but I don't hear it.
But that's special because there's like when you played in Anaheim, there was like what 6,000 people or 13, I think. There was a lot of
Yeah.
people in there, and
Yeah.
they're all for the US. And like, how can you talk with your players? How can you talk with Pooh? How can you talk with when there's 13 people, 13 Americans screaming after you?
Yeah, I think that's the one difficult part is like when it is loud in a building, like sometimes you can't hear like whistles on the ice, or like if your
Yeah.
coach is trying to speak, sometimes you can't hear that. But I mean, like there are ways that obviously we work around that and we have to adjust. But I think the big thing for us when we're in any building, whether it's, in Canada or in the United States or anywhere else in the world, is like we just feel the energy. So the crowd may be loud, they may be shouting, but we may not necessarily hear that. I think we more feel the energy in the building, and we can definitely tell if we're kind of feeling negative about that energy or if
Yeah.
we're feeling positive about that energy. And it's all about swinging that energy and using it in our favor.
What I like about this pod is the people that don't particularly know you, they know you after this pod. Like, I have an example.
Oh,
There's a kid
good.
called Jamie, a guy called, he's not a kid anymore, but a guy called Jamie. Now, Anne-Sophie Bethé is his favorite player after you heard the interview on Monday. What can you tell?
Awesome.
Yeah, what can you tell me about your style of hockey? Like, present your style of hockey for the people who may not know you.
Oh boy.
Are you like
That's a big
feisty? Are you like fast? Good hands? Good shot? Tell me something about you.
I think for me, what I really pride myself in is kind of being able to do a little bit of everything. I don't think I'm like the most prolific goal scorer, or I don't think I'm the fastest skater, but I really think that I am pretty well-rounded as a player. So I want to be somebody that when the coach looks down the bench and he wants to put somebody out on a penalty kill, or he needs somebody to go out and do something big on a face-off, like I can do those things. So I definitely like being kind of that whole well-rounded player, but I think that I'm pretty exciting to watch. I like to think that
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah.
Yeah, I like to make plays. I like to be physical out there, and I don't know. I like to have a fun time with the girls. So I'm always like up on the bench and I'm always like cheering people on, dancing a little bit, and yeah, I just like to have a good time.
Yeah, because I was when I started to watch women hockey, it was Melo, and then I got a little bit to know more of Bete and girls like that, and then I
Hmm.
stumbled to upon you, like
Hmm.
first. She's a women's hockey player. She's black. I got her. She's
Yeah.
my goat. And
That's
like I
true.
was like waiting for to meet you and talk with you and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
yes, I just wanted to say I really like your style of play. What's the easiest thing? Playing in the power play or playing in penalty kill?
Hmm.
It's pretty.
Hmm.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, I prefer playing on a penalty kill because I think that the penalty kill is so valuable for your team. And when you can kill that penalty off and you stop the other team from scoring a goal, the energy that your team gets from doing that and the momentum, I think, is absolutely huge. So I do prefer to be on the penalty kill. But if I can play on both, I
Do-
definitely would like to play on both. But I think that just the penalty kill is all around better for the team and better for morale, actually.
but do you block shots? You should not do that.
No, I really try to block shots. Like, it's not that I want to block the shot, it's just that you have to block the shot for your team. Like, when I'm going out to the point and they're winding up for a shot, I'm like, I don't want to block this right now, but I will.
um, so the PWHPA, often you girls sell the jerseys on the website, and then there's an auction going.
Hmm.
So I was bidding on your jersey and stuff like that because I want to help the
Hmm.
league and shit. And when you see that your jersey is like at $1,000, how do you react to that?
Oh, that's so cool. I think it's awesome, one, that somebody wants to, support and spend that much money on, my jersey. But I think that it's great because they recognize and they realize why we're doing it. We're not getting any financial gain from my jersey selling for $1,000. It's all going back to our Players Association and creating that sustainable league for the future generations. So I think it's just an all around like warm and fuzzy feeling.
So going back to your Instagram game, I
Mm,
saw a lot of pictures in there, a lot of cool
yeah.
pictures, and I saw a picture with you, Spooner, and a Papi, the guy from the Toronto Maple Leaf.
Oh, yes, Austin.
Yeah, what's the relationship with between women's hockey and like the Toronto players?
Hmm.
Because they seem to
Um,
support y'all.
yeah, definitely. The thing is, like, when you're dealing with the players, like, we all understand the sacrifices and the time and the effort that goes into being elite athletes. Like, so when I talk to any men's hockey player, like, they know and they want us to be so successful. Because they know that all that we put into that. And so they're nothing but supportive towards us. Obviously, with us not having a league, there's so much uncertainty and so much confusion. So we're really about educating everybody about what's going on, I guess. And
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, the Toronto Maple Leafs organization has been nothing but supportive to when we were the Furies, and then also with the PWHPA.
Were you there when the Raptors won the championship?
I wasn't there. No, I was actually on a plane back. I don't know where I was coming back from, but as I was on the plane back, I could see the Raptors parade.
Oh,
So
no
that was
way.
pretty cool because yeah, that was so cool because you could see like the streets and like it was like full of people. And so I wasn't there for when the Raptors won, which is like one of my biggest regrets, but I
Yeah,
was actually on a plane home
but
when they were on their parade.
before for an Ontario girl, like the Toronto Raptor wins the championship. How was that following that team during this entire summer? Because here in Montreal, it was like it was the
Mhm.
Canadians.
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. I think that was the coolest part about it was just that I think that the Raptors like united our entire country. And so
Hmm.
it's so cool to see how many people just like they don't know anything about basketball, they don't know anything about sports, but they're just loving on the Raptors. And I think that's awesome because their games are so fun. I don't know if you've ever been able to get out to one, but
Yeah.
Raptors games are like a party and I will like recommend them till the day that I die because I've had some of my most fun times at Raptors games.
But the mascot is the mascot. This guy should be a coach. This guy is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, honestly awesome. I remember like Renata Spooner and I actually got to go to a Raptors game after the Olympics and
Okay.
the fans absolutely loved us. Like they
Ah.
announced us on the court and everything and like we didn't know the kind of reaction we were going to get obviously being hockey players and like we're at a basketball game, but they absolutely loved us and so it was pretty cool to be there.
That's crazy. And then did you meet
Mhm.
a few hockey players, basketball players? Is there somebody who came up to you and say, "Oh, yo, that's crazy what y'all did"?
No, we didn't get to meet any of the players actually, which is kind of sad.
Yeah,
I would love to meet Fred VanVleet, though. I think that he's so cool, and I think that his story is awesome.
Frederico. This guy's great.
Yeah,
Did you meet Drake? Drake is in Toronto.
he is in Toronto. He's at a lot of Raptors games. Yeah, I know he's such a huge supporter of like sports in general, and like he is honestly Canada's biggest fan when it comes to anything sports. So yeah, he's a pretty cool ally to have, I guess, for all of us.
Are you like because you're from Toronto? Do you have to be a Drake fan? Because he's the biggest star from Toronto. If you're from there, you got to be right.
Yeah, I mean, like his music's great, and I think that he's like a cool personality. And no, I think that it's pretty hard not to like Drake when you're around here. But yeah, I hope there aren't too many haters out there.
Well, if you're not, you can't tell me that you're not. There's no problem with that. I don't like every Drake song. I like
Right, you're right, exactly.
80%.
Yeah, like you don't have to like everything. That's not the point. He's a musician. You can't like every single song that he has.
Oh God. Okay, so now we gotta talk about the sad stuff. The every girl that I have on
Mhm.
the pod that played that game, we bring that game back. We dig it up,
Mhm.
and so the Olympics. It was your first
Mhm.
Olympics.
Yes.
Go there, and then you got the silver medal. There's a lot of players that view that medal differently.
Mhm.
Do you view it as a loss of the gold medal or you winning the silver medal?
Mhm. I think that I view it still as we lost a gold medal.
Hmm.
I don't believe that obviously we didn't win the silver medal. We got the silver medal.
Yeah.
And obviously we wanted that gold medal. And I think that it took time, but I definitely had to come to terms with the fact that I was actually proud to have a silver medal because I had gone to the Olympics and I'd actually gotten a medal. And that's not something that everybody gets to say. That's not something that every person that goes to the Olympics gets to say. That's
Yeah.
not something that every, person walking down the street gets to say. And so I'm definitely proud that I do have an Olympic medal because I think that's an amazing accomplishment and just a testament to the hard work that all of us have put into to get there. But yeah, I think just because, we're hockey players, we're competitive, I still view it as losing the gold medal.
But like, where's your medal right now? Because I know like your Instagram picture, it's the medal. So I was like, okay,
Mhm,
she's proud of that medal. She's
mhm,
happy to showing it off. Where is it right
mhm.
now?
Um, where is it? I'm just looking around my room right now. I think it's in a sock in my sock drawer, maybe.
In a
I'm not sure.
sock?
Yeah. Well, we have a case, but the case is like pretty big, has a little weight to it. And so if I like bring it around places, I usually just bring it in like a mitten or a sock because like it's soft, it keeps it safe. So I think that it's in there right now, but I'm not 100%
Okay.
positive. I
But
don't know, it's not something that I think about on a daily basis. So
well, I think about that all the time because I didn't win shit.
yeah.
It'd be around
Yeah.
my neck everywhere.
Well, it's heavy though. You'd probably have to go see that chiropractor if you wore it every
Yeah,
day.
that's true. That's true. But do
Yeah.
like the first time you had the medal, because it's your first
Mhm.
silver medal from the Olympics and shit. Do
Mhm.
you wear it the first week all the time, or you're not sure if you can and stuff like that?
No, I didn't really wear it actually. I remember after the game, we'd gone out to see all of our families were in like the Canada House, and then we had gone out to get dinner like just with my family. And my aunt wanted a picture with me in the medal, and I like wouldn't put it on. Like I
Oh
have the
yeah,
picture
eh?
where I'm just holding the medal, and she's beside me because I didn't want to put it on. Like I wasn't proud of it at that point, and I didn't really want to accept it. And
Yeah,
even like going into closing ceremonies, like they wanted us to wear our medals obviously because they were very proud that we got those medals,
yeah.
but there were so many of us that just did not want to wear that medal at closing ceremonies, and I don't think we put them on until we were like walking out into Olympic Stadium, because like at that point like we hadn't come to terms with it, we hadn't really accepted it, and so it definitely took a while to be truly proud of it.
Um, because often when we do the pod, we do the videos when we put on Instagram and stuff. So I have to
Hmm.
rewatch a lot of highlights of that game since we had a lot of
Hmm.
Canadian players.
Hmm.
What's harder, losing the gold medal or losing the gold medal against the United States? Because they, like, every goal they jump like they want to start, like they don't give
Hmm.
a bleep about nobody except them.
Hmm. Yeah. Honestly, like they're our biggest rivals for a reason. When we're on the ice against them, like we absolutely hate them.
I hope.
I don't know if there's not much more to say other than that, I guess. Obviously we knew going into that game, playing our biggest rivals in the gold medal game, like it was kind of a double-edged sword, because not only did we lose the gold medal, but we lost it to the United States, which is something that we absolutely did not want to do. And so that definitely sucked. But yeah, when we're in the game, it's like everything USA is a complete no. Like I hate everything.
Yeah, but when you play with Wisconsin, the University of Wisconsin, hi, Emily Clark. When you play for Wisconsin, so you played with players that probably
Yeah,
plays for Team USA
yeah,
right now. So,
yeah.
like, how can you have a relationship with those people when you want to fight with them during the game?
Yeah, I think on the ice it's so different because we're all so competitive and we just want to win. And so it doesn't matter who we're playing, like we just want to win for our team. And so really on the ice, there's no, I don't know, like we don't go lightly on each other, because at the end of the day we want to win a game. Like I know I played with Alex Rigsby. She was my goalie,
Oh, no.
and I know one game like I ran into her and like I got a penalty, like people were throwing it down in front of the net, and then after the game I'm upstairs hugging her mom and talking to her family. So it's like on the ice it's completely different from when we're on it.
Okay, so you run on Rigsby. Okay, so
Well, I
she's
didn't mean to.
okay. Yeah, you didn't mean to. Blah blah.
I didn't mean
So
to. I
so
was
you
going to shoot the puck.
okay? So you run people out when you shoot pucks.
It was an accident.
Okay, so you ran her by accident.
Yes.
Like when you're getting up, do you like quickly apologize? Like, hey girl, I'm sorry, and you leave, or you're like, well, I'll tell her after the game.
I wonder what I did. I actually don't remember. I must have like there must have been like some shoving. Like there must have been some shoving, and then me being like, "Sorry, I didn't mean to," and then just going to the penalty box. But in a game, like again, it doesn't really matter. We're just trying to win, and so yeah, I don't know.
I see often, so I suggest people to go back and watch the games from the Rivalry series. I don't know how to say that in
Yep,
English.
rivalry.
And
Yep,
rivalry, yeah, nobody
yeah.
teach me that. Everybody laughs at me all the time, but they never teach me how to say it. So the
No, I like
rivalries,
the way you said it. It sounded like very regal.
rivalry.
Yeah, rivalry.
Okay, so I suggest people to go back to watch those games, and I think they're gonna be there every year. So people should watch it every time. They are on TSN, and they are amazing all the time. And when I watch those games, there's a lot of shoving, a lot of pushing. Now, if there's a fight, who are you picking from Team Canada to fight? Who's the toughest girl in your group?
I'd probably choose Blair Turnbull just because I think that she's an absolute animal. Like she's she's so nice, but we all call her the shark because she'll just say it like it is, and she's not afraid to like speak her mind and stand up. And so I definitely have her on my team.
She scares me. I don't want to talk to her. I want nothing to do with it. She scares the F out of me.
Intimidating. She is intimidating, but she's honestly like the nicest. Like she's very genuine. Like everybody loves Blair, but she's definitely scary. You don't want to get on her bad side.
So it's been 2 weeks. I said on May the 20th we got a surprise. Well, the surprise is here. We got mugs. Yeah, big mugs, fun mugs. Sans restriction mugs. You can be part of the team by buying this mug. And by buying this mug, you make sure that this pod lives forever and never, ever, and ever, ever. You can make sure that this pod, that your daughters and your sons and your granddaughters and grandsons listens to this pod in 15, 20, 30, 40 years just by buying the mug. So all the infos are on Instagram. And I mean, buy some. Buy 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't care about what the shipping is. Just buy it. It's fun. It's good for the people because it's the part of the people. And if the part of the people lives, everybody's happy. Let's go back to the interview. Let's go, baby. Buy a mug. Buy a mug. Buy a fucking mug. ZoneCar.ca if you want to buy the mug. Okay, so on this pod, we have a little game where I name your teammate and you gotta tell me a little story about that person. So we get to know more and more about everybody. So we have a musical jingle. So it's on now. Okay, now it's done. Okay, so the first girl, my girl, she was on the pod, Melody Daou.
Oh, I love Mello. She is like our little mom of the group. She's just so sweet, like the kindest person ever. Obviously where we met your little one at her farm, I believe her what do you call it?
Une cabane à sucre, sugar cabana?
Sugar shack. Sugar shack.
Sugar shack. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, we all went to her sugar shack and her family's so nice. Yeah. I remember when she actually told us that Audrey was pregnant with Mateo. She told us before we went on a road trip, and it was the cutest thing ever. And our coach was like, "Well, you're not the one who's pregnant, right?" And yeah, she's so fun and so kind. Like that's the one thing I can say about her. She's so kind. Like I could tell her anything.
But you girls are the last humans I saw before everything got shut down.
Honestly, yeah, you guys were like mine too, because I went straight home from Montreal and then that was it.
Oh man, that was fun. Okay, so next, Jill Saulnier, my girl.
Oh gosh, Jill is like, I'm sure there are millions and millions of stories that you could tell about Jill. We actually were roommates before this all kind of happened at one of our mini camps, and we literally just sat there and binge watched Love Is Blind together. And she had already seen it. She had already seen it, and she was like, "Nancy, you gotta watch the show." And so we literally sat there and binge watched the whole thing together. She's hilarious, like just absolutely hilarious. Again, so genuine, like just loves life and loves hanging with the girls. Yeah, I love Jill, and I love Halifax. Halifax is one of my favorite places, and so it makes sense that I love Jill.
Okay, so you watched Love Is Blind? Jill,
of course.
Watch Love Is Blind. I watched the first episode and I said, no, not for me.
Yeah, well, honestly, I think you should keep going because the first episode, it doesn't get juicy until like episode 2 or 3. And then you like just stop believing what's going on. Like you're like, I don't believe this is happening. It's unreal. It's hilarious.
I saw, I think I saw the clip where the guy tells the girl that he's bi, and then she got mad, and then they argue at the pool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was the end of them.
Yeah, I said no.
The end of them.
Okay,
they were such a small part of the show, so don't worry.
Did you watch the other show?
Tiger King.
Yeah, Tiger King, yeah, but the other one.
Which one?
When they oh damn, I don't know the name. They're on an island, and every time they kiss or
Too hot to handle.
yeah, you know
Yes.
everything.
Yes, I watched that too. I didn't like it as much as Love Is Blind.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
would if you're into that, I would recommend Love Island. Those are so funny.
oh yeah,
Yeah, definitely recommend.
but who in the team would be the best at the Love Is Blind game?
Oh, we actually were talking about this in our team chat one day. We had like a vote on it, and I got a couple votes, but I think I got a couple votes, but I think people voted for Lorianne Rougeau,
Oh.
Erin Ambrose, or Victoria Bach. So those are like our top three. But we were gonna nominate Raj because we thought she'd be so good. People would fall in love.
Yo, I would pay a lot of money to see.
Yes.
Okay, so next player. I don't know that girl, so maybe you can tell me more about that girl. But Brianna Jenner, she's good at hockey.
Oh, Jenny's amazing. Like, she's so, so talented. I think the thing with Jenny is like she's so wise. And the first time I met her, I was at like a September camp. And I remember just sitting there and having a conversation with her, or trying to have a conversation with her actually, because she's just so intelligent. And I was like, we are not on the same wavelength at all. But she is just so underratedly funny. Like, she comes up with these one-liners that you have to like look twice and be like, did Jenny just say that? Yeah, she's hilarious and so wise, such a good teammate, good leader. So I definitely recommend you meet her.
Yeah, I think she scares me like Blair.
No.
Like if because my goal is to watch you girls play at I had tickets for the World Championships, and now there's no World Championships.
Yeah,
And
next year though.
yeah, I'll be in Halifax, and I'll be very drunk in the stand. I will chirp the other team like
yes, exactly.
My life depends. But if every girls are there and Blair is there, I'm not coming to talk to you because she's gonna look at me and I'm gonna run.
We'll tell Blair to go easy on you. She's so nice. Like, you would love Blair.
Okay, you got 3 more left. Okay, Emily Clark, me girl.
Oh gosh, what can I say about Clarky? She loves the University of Wisconsin.
Oh, she loves Wisconsin. I think one Instagram post out of 3 is from the University of Wisconsin.
Yeah. Well, she's just graduated in a year. She's got to cut the cord. It's okay. We'll give her some time. No, Clarky. Clarky. What can I say about her? Clarky was like one of the first people with Hockey Canada that I actually met. We were roommates in under 18s at our World Championship together. So cool. She was, it's like kind of funny because we didn't like each other. Like, I always joke around, like Clarky was like the 2-time under 18 kids. Like, she was hanging with like the cool kids and like didn't have time for me. And so we were.
She so big timed you, eh?
Yeah, right. Big time me. And then we actually finally started getting along by the end of Worlds. But it's just pretty funny because we were late for these meetings together. Like, we couldn't get our act together at all. And so she's like one of my oldest friends, and it's so nice to be able to like be on Team Canada with her and obviously continue the PWHPA with her.
Yeah. Oh, we need. We'll get Clarky on the pod. We need Clarky on the pod. Oh, this is so great.
About the time that she big shotted me when we were in grade 12.
For sure, that's on my list. You didn't play a lot with her because I think she's new in the program, the Team Canada program. But the story of Anne-Sophie Betté still like amazes me. What can you tell me about her? She was on the pod.
Yeah. So I actually met her first through the CWHL, obviously, because she was on Montreal, I was on Toronto, and she hadn't been in like the Team Canada program yet, or in many, many years. And so when she was actually brought in, that was for our series in February. It was a rivalry series, and I was her roommate. Funny enough, like I'm everybody's roommate. But she was my roommate, and it was just pretty cool because obviously, like I hadn't really known her, but she was just so like calm, cool, and collected. Like she wasn't nervous. She didn't like try to distance herself or get into her own head. She was just very confident in her abilities, and we had a great time. Like, she's so funny. I love Kim. Kim's great.
Yeah, she was funny.
Yeah, Kim's great. Yeah, I just think that she's a great player, and obviously she's had a lot of success in the CWHL over the last however many years. And yeah, I mean, even before I'd gotten in the league while I was in college, my dad was like, "Who is this Anne Sophie girl? Like, she's ripping it up in the CW, like leading scorer this and winning this
Yeah.
award." And I was like, "Dad, I don't really know who she is." And when actually you get to see her play, it's pretty impressive.
Is she that fast? Because when I watch her play,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because as a mortal, because I don't play hockey, I suck at hockey.
Yeah.
I know she's very good, but she does those things and then poop, she scores. Like, can you describe me how is it to play against her? Because it's tough to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. She's pretty quick. Like, she gets places pretty quickly. Like, her first 3 steps are like always in the right direction, and she's pretty quick. I think she's just pretty smart. Like, she obviously, I think she played with Pooh for a while and Melo, and so just having that chemistry with them and really knowing where each other is going to be, I think was super beneficial to them, because they just knew where each other was going to be. So they put the puck in a place, and I'm going to put the puck here on the dot. I know Pooh's coming to get it. And so I think that their chemistry was so crazy and so good. But yeah, she's a very quick player.
That's fun. So last girl, then the last question of the pod, and then I let you go. It was very fun. Last girl, then the last question. Last girl, we got to talk about Captain. She is the greatest woman hockey player of all time. I said it. I parlé ma parole. I said my chest. I don't care. Marie-Philippe Poulet.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So she actually hates when people talk about her. So this is going to be good. I always get in trouble when I talk about her. She'll be like, "Why are you talking about me?" But honestly, like, she is just like a next level kind of human. Like, by far the best hockey player that I've ever seen, been able to play with, been able to play against. Like, she is just so scary good. And obviously, like, you could talk about her hockey abilities all day, because that's what people see, and they've seen that she's been so successful and so clutch in big games. But people don't actually get to see the person that she is, and I think that's even more impressive. Like, she is such a good leader, such a good person. Like, her habits, her work ethic, the way that she treats people. She actually sent me a message this morning that was just like the most perfect thing that, like, you know, when you just need to hear things, like, it's like she knows. It's weird. And so we always send each other little positive messages and just connecting with one another, just to know that, you know, you have people in your corner. And so I think she's just such a special person, such a joy to have around. I've also been her roommate too. So
I mean, you know everybody now, eh?
Add her to the list. We always had a great time. You know, she'd wake me up. She'd be like, "Good morning, sunshine." And yeah, she's a sweetheart for sure. Yeah.
She is underratedly, I don't know if it's a word, but I'm gonna say that word. She's so funny. Like,
she is.
She is a comedian funny type.
But it's like, I get her also when, like, she's obviously, like, I speak English, like, I don't get her when she's speaking French, and like, she's not always 100% confident with, like, speaking English, but I can't even imagine how funny she is, like, in French, like, actually knowing and being confident in speaking it, because she's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, so the last question is the last question I ask every hockey player that comes on the pod. So for your last pickup game, it's like you play that game and you die. Okay, it's your last pickup game. So you got to find a goalie, 2 defensemen, and 2 forwards to play with you. Who you pick? You can pick whoever you want. I'm a genie. I will make it happen. If you want Oprah with you, we'll give you Oprah. I don't care.
Oh gosh. Okay. I would probably I think I'd take Lacasse and Net.
Oh, here you go, my girl.
Right. I would want, oh gosh, these are huge questions. I think that I would want Michael Jordan on forward, because like, obviously beast mode.
Okay, but wait, if you're picking Jordan, You
Mhm.
can't lose.
Exactly. That's why I'm picking Jordan.
But the brother can't skate. Probably.
Listen, you can teach people how to skate. I don't know if you can teach that compete level and that excellence.
Did you like the Last Dance documentary?
So I haven't finished it yet.
Okay.
But I mean, like it's all anybody's raving about, and I mean, it's so cool to see him actually. Obviously, you don't see him in the media a ton. Like you don't know a bunch about his life like you do so many other people in the media and the sports world now, and so it's cool to see his story,
So
which is awesome.
in 2 hours we're taping the ultimate Last Dance review with we're going to be 5 on the pod and it's going to be out on Friday. And I was talking with Bruno, the partner of the pod. Do you think it's healthy? Because that dude still hold a grudge 20 years later. 20 the Brit is still mad about Gary Payton and Rich. Is it okay? Is it like a sport thing?
Honestly, I think it may be a sport thing because obviously, like, man, in a lot of areas in life, it is not okay to carry that kind of weight with you, that kind of grudge. But sometimes in sports, there are just things that like stick with you and like you can't let them go, especially if you can't change them, which is, I know you can't be like thinking sports is above all, but like sometimes in sports that just gets you. And so I think that, yes, it may be a little bit unhealthy for sure and a little bit excessive, but I feel like I kind of identify with it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got Jan and then you got Jordan.
I'd probably pick Pooh and then Austin Matthews.
And then, so Jordan's on defense now. So you got Pooh and Austin in front with you. And then you got Jen in net. You got Jordan in defense. In defense is good, so you don't have to do much. So you put him on defense, and then you do one more defenseman.
I think that I'd probably take Jocelyn the Rock on our team.
Yeah, she's good.
She's solid. Like, so good. I'd always pick Joss on my team.
she makes the right play all the time.
Every time. Like you can always rely on her and depend on her. Like when we played you guys at that game that we met, it was hilarious because like she was the first one. She had like led a rush, came all the way back, was the first like D-man, made the play, got the puck, and then went back up the ice and scored a goal, like created a goal. And you're like, honestly, you don't expect anything less of Joss. She's great.
I didn't like her when she played for Markham. I think she played for Markham.
Yeah.
I didn't like her. I was like, man, she's too good. That number 3, she needs to go to the bench because she plays all the time. I think she plays 40 minutes a game. She's always on the ice.
Yeah, she's way too good.
Hey, it was fun talking to you. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me.
And down the road in a couple of months, we'll do a part 2 with Clarky. I think there's a lot of stories there.
Exactly. Lots of stories to unpack.
Man, what a time with my girl Sarah. And I think she wants me to mention that she's from the University of Wisconsin. We need Emily Clark on the podcast. I'm just saying it out loud. Maybe it's going to happen. We need Emily Clark on this podcast. Thank you for being here for another English Wednesday. Don't forget to go buy the mug. Give us a follow on Instagram at Sans Restriction at Kevin Raphael 21. Thank you to Bruno, partner of the pod. Thank you to Mathieu that makes the music. And hey, see you on Friday. We got some. We have a special on Thursday. I think we got a surprise on Thursday. Can I say it? I don't know. Well, you'll see. Follow us on Instagram and you'll see.